Static dry sift.
That's insane.
The purity, if it's done well, it's even more pure than a melt.
Dude, there's a unique art that really goes into it. When you extract static, you get 99.9% trichome heads without the stock, without the other stuff, and it's never hit a solvent ever. It's really the true solvent.
We have marshmallow with static removement.
Fresh frozen static. I think that's going to be the next wave.
And now we keep hearing this word, static, static, static. If you see static dry sift, full melt, know you've got the love in your hands.
Dry the plant through the dry freezer, and then they do the sift.
Holy sh! Wow, this is exciting. This is not something new. It's an old tradition. That is a different experience. This is going to change hash.
So why is this age-old tech suddenly gaining so much attention? And could it be the next big thing? We wanted to find out.
So dry sift, it's actually the most famous hash in the world. Probably 80% of the hash worldwide is probably like dry sift. And now we keep hearing this word, static, static, static.
Well, basically, I'm from Spain. I really love Moroccan hash. So when I go to live in California, I miss it. So we start looking the way to learning. But the real process is different countries, the different people learning in a different way to make it static, like Pakistan or different people.
Static dry sift, with roots in Pakistan and Afghanistan, is a dry sifting method that uses electrostatic separation to further refine and clean up dry sift.
I see it first time 15 years ago on each mag. I think this was the first time that someone posted something about static dry sifting in International Cannagraphic.
Whoa. What? That's an unexpected consistency.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
He made it look like rosin.
Bueno, yo empecé realmente hace muy poco tiempo. Hace 2 años aproximadamente empecé con el static, con el dry shift. Yo hago static de dry shift, varios tipos de static con material seco, porque es la manera un poco a nivel de infraestructura más fácil para empezar. Luego fui entrando en la extracción y cada vez me gustó más. También he probado últimamente hacer otro tipo de extracción, water hash, rosin, pero me llena mucho más. Es más handcraft, you know, de static, es otro proceso. Y bueno, me inspira mucho más y me gusta más. Es mucho más crítico a la hora de trabajar, porque si tú quieres una resina muy fresca, muy aceitosa, muy grasa, y la quieres extraer, no puede haber contacto ni transferencia de temperatura, al final es muy delicado. Hay otras resinas más duras, que no huelen tanto, es más sencillo, pero si tú quieres un producto muy bueno y sin deteriorar, hay que hacerlo todo muy delicado, muy buenos parámetros, claro, muy bien, es diferente, no hay maquinaria, es tú, la pantalla, el material, el entorno.
You break the material over the screen that is usually 200 microns. Then you pass the resin fall in another screen that is usually 17, 19 micron. And on this screen with an inflated globe of air, nitrate globe, we pass the globe over the resin gently in the part that doesn't touch the screen, a line of pure heads. Then we brush the contaminant of the screen and the good part with another brush, and you have to be really careful to take only the clean part.
Only the heads come up with the static?
Only the heads. If you work with the right humidity, so you have to be really careful.
So this is based on the humidity of the room?
Humidity and temperature are the key factor when you make dry sift.
In the simplest terms, they're using static electricity to isolate trichome heads from plant matter during the sifting process, unlike other traditional dry sifting methods that rely solely on gravity and physical agitation.
There's no moisture that comes into contact. Technically, water is a solvent. It's like the universal solvent, but it's a carrier for trichomes, but it can also dissolve some certain cannabinoids, which I think are coming through without having it to touch the water, because when you extract static, you get 99.9% trichome heads without the stalks, without the other stuff, and it's never hit a solvent ever. It's really the true solventless, in my opinion.
Check that out,
that's
Chad.
very
Look
cool.
at all those heads.
This is only 2 times passing the material this way. It's not necessary to overpassing the material or you can't clean the sift then. You can always wash the material then and you can get a good water rush, and but not overpass the material in dry sift because you fuck up all the work. You can't clean the dry sift if you pass it too much. This is already ultra clean, so this is the easiest material to clean static. If you pass the static to this material in one time, you get 99% clean. If you want, work with this, but we want the majority of the heads.
In practice, trichome heads fall through the first mesh screen, leaving behind a lot of the plant matter, and the resulting sift is spread out in a thin layer. A statically charged tool like a paint roller, plastic DVD case, or in many cases, a rubber glove is delicately run over the thin layer of sift. The heads stick to the tool while any remaining plant matter is left behind or brushed away.
Aquí, por ejemplo, en España siempre se ha usado mucho el dry sift, sí que con el dry sift static hemos llegado a un nivel de pureza que es superior a un dry sift que no es filtrado. Pero sí que espero que en este año el dry sift llegue un poco a todo el mundo como ha sido por el bobolash. Creemos que se puede llegar a un nivel de pureza extremo, o sea, más del boteraje y también del rosin. Me encanta hacer el dry sift porque es un trabajo totalmente diferente del boteraje. No se necesita tanta fuerza, sino de muchísima delicadeza y ahí puedes ver realmente todos los tricomas ahí delante de ti. Es que es increíble, es increíble.
Yo creo que el static es el tipo de extracción más puro, porque no tiene agua, no tiene un proceso de liofilización muy extremo. Al final, el dry sift aquí en España es un sistema muy antiguo que viene de Marruecos. Aquí hay mucha cultura dry sift. Lo que estoy intentando yo es llevar el dry sift un poco más profesional, más al nivel del water hash, ¿sabes? Entonces, cada vez la gente está trabajando más, mejor, con mejores genéticas, mejor resina, y el nivel water hash y dry sift static cada vez está más parejo. Yo creo que está en un nivel bastante alto, la gente lo ve, claro.
What we're seeing now isn't a total reinvention of the process, but the result of many skilled, knowledgeable, and passionate hash makers evolving these classic techniques and pushing them forward.
When we are talking about fresh frozen, you have to do different, no? You freeze your material, but then you need to sieve your material, and for sieve your material cannot be wet. And then they have to go through the dry freezer, dry the plant through the dry freezer, and then they do the sieve.
Holy shit. So they're freeze drying the plants.
Or dry the plant and can do the sieve.
Wow, this is exciting.
Yes.
This is like the first new thing in a long time. Curing is its own magic that people are doing now, but damn, this is gonna change hash.
You know, a static sift seems really promising. It is a relatively new approach for an age-old extraction method. There's clearly something special here, something really refined that static dry sift brings to the table that hasn't been brought to the table before. This was special. So what do you think? Is static the next big wave? Let us know in the comments, and also let us know if you've ever had experience with it. Thanks, and see you in the next one.